Aliens Part 1. Aliens suck on your brains while you sleep. Aliens Part 2. Well, you know when you go in the bathroom and there's a spider up in the corner? Then you go in there at another time and you see that same spider in the same corner, yeah? Then the next day it's still there. Maybe even a week goes by and the same fucking spider literally hasn't moved. Then one day, you walk in there, you know, by this point the spider's basically become like a part of the furniture. You're totally used to it being there, you don't even notice it anymore. But one day you go in there, you look up, and it's gone. That is Aliens. Aliens Part 3. Well, the other day I was walking home and my ears got so cold that they nearly fucking fell off, right? I had a woolly hat on and everything. You know when you go, oh man, my ears are freezing, and some smart ass goes, you should have worn a hat. Yeah, well, I was wearing a hat, right? And my ears were still cold. How is that? I'm telling you, it's fucking Aliens. Aliens Part 4. Just pulled 2 black socks out of my drawers. Put one on, fine. Put the second one on, took a closer look. It was actually blue. Still think aliens aren't real? You can't be serious. Aliens Part 5. Okay, aliens are in control of our species, our world leaders are in direct contact with them and they hide it from us. Alright? Real news. Everything else, fake news. Aliens Part 6. Or the other night, I was out having a drink with this female. And I needed to do like a big massive fart. But I was with a female, so I held it in and I excused myself as soon as I got a chance because it started to feel really uncomfortable. And I went to the men's room. And I was looking forward to getting in there and just fucking letting rip, right? And I finally get in there and there's no one in there. So I'm like, perfect. Because I was going to have to go in a cubicle and pretend to do... I just needed to do a fart, do you know what I mean? So I was just like, yeah, I'm just going to let rip. Stood in there, and you're not going to believe this, but I didn't need to do a fart. I didn't need... It was gone. No more need. It was just gone. Where did it go? So anyway, 5 minutes later, I'm back in the bar, because it ain't happening, right? I'm sitting there for 5 seconds, and guess what? I need to do a big massive fart again. And I swear it's the same fucking fart from earlier. Now, how is that? Where did it go and how did it come back like that? When are people going to open their fucking eyes and realise that we are being controlled by a superior alien race? Do you know what I mean? What is it going to take? Aliens Part 7. This one time someone handed me one of those eye magic pictures. They were like, look at this, do you see it? It was an A4 size page with a bunch of spots and colours all over it. I stared at it for about 10 seconds. It's a boat, trust me, once you see it, you can't unsee it, they said. I stared at that thing for 4 fucking hours, and I never saw a boat. Oh, let me guess, it's just a conspiracy theory, right? Yeah, fuck off. I know it's aliens interfering with my consciousness using Saturn as an amplifier and bouncing the signal off of our fake hollow moon, alright? You can't blind me from the truth! Aliens Part 8. Question: what came first, the chicken or the egg? Answer: aliens. Aliens Part 9. I remember this one time I got flashy thinged by the men in black. Oh no, that's right. Because you wouldn't fucking remember that, would you? So, how do you know you've never been flashy thinged? Jesus Christ. Aliens Part 10. Dear Donald J. Trump, you can build a wall, but you won't keep the aliens out. Aliens Part 11. Aliens can read your mind. They know what you're thinking. All I ever think about is aliens, so they'd be wasting their time if they read my mind. If my mind was a book, it would be one sentence long and it would say, "Hi, my name's John. Aliens!" Capital letters, exclamation marks, 3 in a row. I know you're not supposed to do that, but this is important. Aliens Part 12. This is Bill. Bill doesn't believe in aliens because he's never seen one. Don't be like Bill. Bill is a bellend. Aliens Part 13. Me. Oh, I love banging on about aliens and shit. People think I'm actually being serious. Inner me. You are being serious. Me. Oh yeah. Aliens Part 14. Well, you know when you get a big telescope and you look into the sky at night and you see fucking aliens flying about all over the place? Yeah, that's not aliens. Aliens Part 15. Aliens invented Coca-Cola. They want you to drink that shit so your teeth get fucked, and then the dentist jams a fucking microchip into your tooth hole and calls it a filling. I've got about 8 fillings from about 3 different dentists. I must have every alien race from here to fucking Beetlejuice watching me. Aliens Part 16. Wait, do you remember when we built the pyramids? You remember that? Yeah, I remember that. Humans built the pyramids, yeah? I remember how we did it as well. Carrying those big giant stones. It's easy, isn't it? You know, we just put a load of like logs down and roll them along, yeah? It's like a wheel system. The stones might be big and heavy, but it's easy to push them along when they're on wheels, isn't it? In Egypt, in the sand, in the fucking sand. Aliens Part 17. Well, the other day, right, I was getting like a bit worried about, you know, the aliens. I got so nervous I started like biting my nails, right? But it really hurt. I pulled my hand away, and you're not going to believe this, but someone had already bitten my nails. Yeah. This is getting creepy now. I thought about filming myself sleeping, you know what I mean? But it would take all day to watch it, you know what I mean? If the aliens were just up front with me, I'd probably let them do any experiment they want. It's all this sneaking around, putting spiders in my bathroom and biting my nails off and making my ears cold and shit. I don't like it. I'm getting a bad vibe from these ETs. You know, like if God is an alien, then what the fuck is Satan? Do you know what I mean? It all gets a bit scary when you think about it like that. I reckon it's real, which means it's definitely real. Aliens Part 18. You know when you meet someone who doesn't believe in the alien cover-up? It's easy just to feel sorry for them and see them as like just brainwashed slaves, but what if it's worse than that? What if they're part of the conspiracy? What if they're an alien? How do I know I'm not an alien? How do you know you're not an alien? That's right, you don't. But you'll say you're not, you see. They've corrupted you. We've corrupted us. Aliens Part 19. Sometimes it's broad daylight outside, but you look in the sky and you can see the fucking moon's out. What's that? Glitch in the Matrix. Yeah, well done, Sherlock. You've cracked it again. But who controls the Matrix? Yeah, fucking aliens! Christ almighty! Aliens Part 20. Oi, do you remember when that UFO came down? Nah, me neither. Aliens Part 21. You know this stuff about like reptilians or whatever? And you know like the dinosaurs were reptilians. I reckon this is actually a reptilian planet. And I reckon another group of aliens came along and wiped out the dinosaurs. I reckon they saw this planet and went, hey, this planet is totally livable, but it's swarming with giant lizards. Let's just kill them, wait a few million years for the dust to settle, and then set up camp for humans. And then I reckon the reptilians caught wind of this and have been trying to get rid of us ever since. But we're basically here on like squatters' rights. Aliens Part 22. Morningwood, that's aliens. Aliens Part 23. Hi. I genuinely believe that we are the spawn of an alien race. I believe that aliens bred with monkeys or Neanderthals or whatever and made us and they watch over us. I think that all religions are actually true, but they've been fucked with over the centuries. All this shit about gods and angels is real, but they're just talking about aliens. That is what I genuinely believe. I also have no friends. Aliens Part 24. Beyonce's having twins. Oh really? Sure she's not having aliens? Aliens Part 25. There's tales of magic men called wizards. Wizards? Yeah right, more like lizards. Aliens Part 26. Sometimes you think you've seen a UFO, an unidentified flying object, but it's actually just a weather balloon. Now, if you don't know what a weather balloon is, then it's still an unidentified flying object, isn't it? I don't know what a weather balloon is, and I don't want to know. Aliens Part 27. The greatest trick the devil ever played, convincing the world that aliens don't exist. Aliens Part 28. Okay, I've figured out why aliens are so obsessed with anal probing. Apparently, when they abduct you, they test different parts of your body for pain and pleasure reactions. You know, have you ever woken up with like sore nipples? Or, you know, they'll do shit to your genitals, it's weird. They'll put bits of paper between your toes and set fire to them. They'll stick a pair of pliers on your nose and all that shit. They'll grab your ear and twist it just to see what you do. Just like we would to like a weird living creature that we just found. You know, we poke it and shit. But the thing is, they'll tickle you, but they'll masturbate, they'll fucking wank you off. It's weird. I'm not joking. This is what they do. It's all just to do with seeing what your pain reactions are and how much you can take. Then they test you for pleasure and try to figure out why you like stuff. So, okay, think about it. They've tested plenty of specimens and they've got their results. Turns out we don't really like being burnt or being cut or anything like that. But we do like being wanked off, right? And massaged and shit. But what about the anus? Think about it. Anal probing is the one thing that they've never had a consistent reaction from humans. Sometimes they jam something up a fucking human's arse and the human screams in pain. But other times they jam something up your arse and the human fucking loves it. There's no rhyme or reason to why some people enjoy that shit and others don't. Apparently they don't even do any of the other experiments anymore. They've already done them. Like I said, they've got the results. So literally all they do now is just jam stuff up your arse. They abduct you purely for that reason, because it's the only thing they're still curious about. I reckon they still tickle people too, though. They must get a weird reading from that. Because I don't know about you, but I hate being tickled. It's my idea of hell, but that's the thing. It makes you laugh. You're in hell, but you're laughing. What would they think of that? I don't even know what I think of that. So yeah, they abduct you and fucking jam shit up your bumhole. And when they're not doing that, they're fucking tickling you. It's just too weird. Some people aren't even ticklish. There must be some equation between people who like anal versus people who aren't ticklish, and all. There must be some pattern. Or maybe they're looking for patterns. It's an equation the aliens plan on solving, but what if they never get any results? Are they just going to jam shit up our asses for the rest of eternity and tickle us to death? God. Sad but true that one of the greatest mysteries to mankind is aliens. But one of the greatest mysteries to aliens is Uranus. Aliens, part 29. Lightning never strikes the same place twice, because aliens have good aim. What? You think that giant rods of electricity shoot out of the clouds and kill people? Yeah, that's believable. Yeah, nature, of course. Aliens, part 30. You pick up things from the people who raised you, don't you? Like, if your parents speak to you in English, you'll speak English. If your parents speak to you in Spanish, you'll speak Spanish. If your parents speak to you telepathically, you're an alien. Aliens, part 31. Valentine's Day. Roses are red. Violets are actually purple. Widespread mind control. Aliens. Aliens, part 32. Consumerism. Fucking knew it. Turns out, the three main aliens that are in control of our species are called Snap, Crackle, and Pop. Apparently they actually look like that as well. It's like they're all cute and shit, but they're fucking evil. Apparently the main mother bitch, the big deal out in space it looks like Ronald McDonald. Out in space there's a giant Ronald McDonald, 3 times the size of Earth, apparently. And it orbits the sun every 36,000 years or something. Within the next 4 years, the Ronald will perfectly align with the Donald, and the gravitational pull will tear our planet in half. The entire ocean will be sucked into a giant McDonald's cup. Apparently this massive Ronald McDonald that's out in space is currently frying a giant burger on the sun. Once our planet is torn in two, he's going to use each half of the planet as like burger buns. You know the little seeds on the burger buns? Yeah, that's us. Meanwhile, Nicolas Cage orbits the sun whenever he fucking feels like it, and he could collide with the Earth at any given moment. There's not much hope left. Aliens, part 33. Aeroplanes squirt out blue paint to make it look like there's a sky. Aliens, part 34. You know when you look into a computer screen, you're actually looking out of a computer screen. It's another dimension where demon alien things like feed off of attention. The more you look, the more they feast on your soul. Aliens, part 35. Scientists say there's as many stars in space as there are grains of sand on the beach. Ever since I heard that, I've been smuggling buckets of sand from the beach and stashing them in my back garden. Before long, there will be no grains of sand on the beach. And what are you going to say then? Huh? What are you going to say then? Aliens, part 36. The Zapruder film was a hoax. John F. Kennedy was actually decapitated by ill-tempered mutated sea bass while visiting a secret underground lair in Area 51. This was actually an accident. Scientists at Area 51 took DNA samples from his blood and used alien technology to clone him. The cloning was successful, or so they thought. On November 22nd, 1963, the clone's head exploded during a presidential motorcade in Dallas. People have since speculated that there may have been more than one gunman. Turns out there was none. Alien cover-up once again. Aliens, part 37. I just got denied entry to a nightclub because I was wearing a tinfoil hat and refused to take it off. Like, where's the protection program for this kind of blatant discrimination? Aliens, part 38. 9/11 was an inside job. The plane hijackers were not men affiliated with Al-Qaeda though. They were in fact hijacked by sharks with friggin' laser beams on their heads. People say that jet fuel can't melt iron. Those people are correct, but sharks with friggin' laser beams on their heads can melt anyone and anything. They can melt September the 11th off the fucking calendar if they want. God, people just don't think, do they? Aliens, part 39. keep calm and get your brains sucked by aliens. Aliens Part 40. Over 300 years ago, Isaac Newton was sitting under a tree when an apple fell on his head. Then he figured out shitloads of science and stuff. I've had so many things fall on my head over the years, even a couple of apples, I have you know. And not only did it not help me understand the universe, it actually damaged my brain quite a bit. What kind of fucking apple was this exactly? Go and try it now. Go on. Go and sit on the floor and get someone to drop an apple on your head and see how clever you feel afterwards. Yeah, exactly. It was fucking aliens. Same old story. Every time shit falls out of the sky, human technology accelerates enormously. How many fucking times? Jesus. Aliens Part 41. Over 300 days ago, I was sitting under a tree when an Apple MacBook Pro fell on my head. I then proceeded to watch hours and hours of alien conspiracy theory videos and completely exploded my brain. I call this explosion the not so big bang. People laugh at me. They laugh at me much in the same way people laughed at the guy who said the world was round, whoever he was. Who cares about him? I'm talking about me, right? Some people rely on their alarm clock to wake them up. Good luck with that. Smart people rely on me, and I never let you down. Aliens Part 42. Exactly 30 years ago today. The date was the 19th of February, 1987. Now, as far as I know, nothing in particular actually happened on that day, but my point is, aliens! Let us never forget. Aliens Part 43. Apparently, as you've already heard, that sometimes when you see a UFO, it's not a UFO, it's a weather balloon. But I think they know that we've caught on to that. Now they know that we know that's not true. So now sometimes they say it's not a UFO, it's ball lightning. So it's like lightning, you know lightning that comes out the sky, the forks of electricity to go yeah, it's like that, but it's a ball that just like flies around. Yeah, ball lightning. More like bullshit. Aliens Part 44. BuzzFeed. News feed. That's what it is, a feed. They feed you. They feed you. You know in the film One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, when the Indian dude finally talks? He tells a story about a dude who was like an alcoholic or something, and he says, he realised he did not suck from the bottle, but the bottle sucked from him. Yeah, you feed and feed, but it's they who feed on you. They suck on your brains. Aliens Part 45. Psst. Hey, psst. Psst. Oi. The FBI have started monitoring me because I keep blabbing about the aliens. The aliens have started monitoring the FBI because the FBI are monitoring me. Obviously I saw this coming because I've been monitoring the FBI and the aliens. Turns out they're both the same thing. P.S. You didn't hear this from me. Aliens Part 46. I'm just gonna go to bed and I'm just gonna go to sleep and I'm not gonna think about aliens because aliens don't exist, you know what I mean? Aliens Part 47. Or have you ever walked into a room and then when you get in there you can't remember what you were Aliens Part 48. Or have you ever had a dream when you're asleep but then the next day in real life the exact same Aliens Part 49. Okay. A train leaves Baltimore at 2 p.m. heading west, travelling at 70 miles an hour, right? Another train leaves Colorado at 50. I was in bed with this girl when she stopped me, looked me deep into my eyes and said, "I'm yours. You can do anything you want to me." Obviously you can't take this as literal, so I double checked by asking, "Anything?" She goes, "Anything." I was like, oh my god, she's giving me the green light. Don't hold back now. So I just went for it, right? Without hesitation, I rolled her onto her side, quickly grabbed my jeans and my jacket, scrambled through the pockets, got my stuff and quickly rolled a huge joint. Then I shoved it in her mouth and said, "Suck on that like you love it." The joint, I mean. And she did. Although I wasn't utterly convinced that she was actually loving it, but she was trying, which I appreciate because I'm a nice guy. Then I opened her laptop in front of her and made her watch hours and hours of alien conspiracy videos. I was in heaven. Eventually she said she was really tired and wanted to go to sleep. Fair enough, I thought, but you know, I got up, I got dressed, I went home. I haven't heard from her since, and she won't respond to my calls. I feel like such a fool, do you know what I mean? Next time a girl gives me the "you can do anything you want to me" line, I'm just going to play it safe and fuck her in the arse. Aliens Part 51. Girl. Netflix and chill? Me. Are you into aliens? Girl. No. Lol. Me. Girl. We could just have sex? Wink face. Me. Aliens Part 52. I woke up to go and get me a cold pop. I thought somebody was shining a torch at me. I said, "Oh Lord Jesus, it's an alien invasion." I got bronchitis. Ain't nobody got time for that. Aliens Part 53. Drinking pineapple juice will make your brains taste better when the aliens suck on them. Aliens Part 54. Me. I'm almost embarrassed to admit this, but whenever I'm alone, I talk to myself. Psychiatrist. Don't worry, you're not talking to yourself. There's a tiny little alien living in your head. You're never alone, really. Me. Awesome. So I'm not completely mental. Psychiatrist. Me. What was that? Psychiatrist. I just flashy thinged you. Me. Oh. What were we talking about before? Psychiatrist. Your childhood. Carry on. Aliens Part 55. Exercise awakens the pineapple gland and releases dolphins. Look, I'm not saying that the Earth is flat. I'm just saying that if an alien flew you into outer space and you looked back at the Earth to find out it was a sphere all along, not only could an alien get inside your brain and make you think that the world is flat, an alien could actually make the world flat. Like, just for a moment. Aliens have like the ability to fucking morph and bend and change time and shit. You'd be looking back at Earth going, "No way, the world's fucking flat. No one's gonna believe this when I get back." Yeah? Who says you're getting back? Look, you can't go out to interspace, but you can go into outer space. Got that? You see, Isaac Newton baked a pretty decent cake. Albert Einstein did a pretty good job with that icing. Nice work, guys. Couldn't have done it better myself. But have you ever seen a cherry like this? Ready? Here's the cherry on the cake. The space-time continuum is a one-way system. Got that? Do I actually know what I'm talking about? Do I even make sense? Probably neither. But I just bet you anything that what I'm saying right now is mega fucking important. The real reason that aliens won't reveal themselves to us is because we would just become dependent on them. Honey came home, got me red-handed, creeping with Saw me banging on the sofa. It was aliens. Even had her in the shower. Aliens. Even caught me on camera. Blatantly aliens. Saw the marks on my shoulder. Come on, it's aliens. Heard the words that I told her. I reckon that was aliens. Heard the scream getting louder. Do you know what I think? Stayed till it was over. I've realised that people might not get my message, as in that it might not actually even reach them. Although a lot of people would like the truth, they can't always handle it served cold like this. So for instance, you know, what I'm getting at is music is the way to communicate sometimes. So if someone just stands there and says, "Hey teacher, leave those kids alone," people just go, "Shut up." Do you know what I mean? But if Pink Floyd write a song that says, "Hey teacher, leave those kids alone," next thing you know, people are like, "Yeah, oi teacher, like you should fucking leave those kids alone." You know what I mean? So I reckon music is the way to get the message across, if you know what I mean. I'm gonna write the lyrics in the description beneath because obviously I don't want anyone to miss anything. So yeah, here it goes. Here's a song I wrote trying to tell the masses in the best way I know how about the fucking truth. Just asking the right questions here, do you know what I'm saying?
Look to the sky, the mothership is looming overhead. In bed at night, alien gonna here's the plan. We can break into Area 51. I saw a hole in the fence. I think we can make it. Suck on your brain.